We're going to talk about how to be desired by your wife again. Well, hello. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, and I am the CEO and founder of the Arica Angelo Intimacy Experience. And we are going to talk about how to get your wife to desire you again. Now, when I say again, I mean maybe things are a little rocky right now. Maybe it's been a long time since you and her have made some good, hot, passionate love. Maybe there's a lot of disconnect. Well, that's okay, because we are going to resolve that for you today. Are you ready? Now, you know us women are a little bit different from you men, meaning they always say, you want more sex with your wife? Do the dishes. It's true. We are wired a little bit different than you guys. So you can just look at our bodies and boing, you're turned on. You are ready to go at it. Us, not so much. For things to heat up down below, we need you to do something completely different. Now, that's not to say some nice little tight underwear around the house won't help, but we're gonna go at it from a different approach. So the first thing I wanna encourage you to do is start opening up to your wife. Yeah, every guy goes, yep, heard that before. Yeah, chances are your wife is telling you to do this every day, or she's pissed off and she's given up and she's starting to resent you, so she doesn't even bring it up anymore, and that's when you're in danger, Will Robinson. Open up. Chances are you are having a lot of conversations with your wife. The problem is the conversations are going on up here and not here. Meaning there's so many things that you're thinking of telling your wife or things that you want to say to her, but you stop yourself, you circumvent yourself because you have this mysterious conversation with your wife in your head where she's saying, no, that won't work, I don't want to hear that, she gets pissed off, whatever. But regardless, she has to be responsible for herself and you have to be responsible for yourself. And you're going to start by being responsible for yourself by communicating. Open up. Share with her the things that you want to say. Tell her more about how your day impacted you. Let her know who you are again by sharing bits and pieces about yourself. I can't tell you how many times guys will say, oh, well, I said this to my wife. I said this to my girl. And then you ask her and she says, no, you didn't. Why? Because it's a conversation that he had in his head and he never had with her. And so while you may think that you are having conversations with her, the reality is you're not, and there's a huge disconnect. And if you want her to desire you again, you're gonna have to start with this thing right here, and that's opening up and being more communicative with her. Second thing, be supportive. Now, I made the joke about the dishes, but it's true. I want you to do this and see what it does for you and your wife. Sit her down, have a conversation. Let's say it's a Monday, it's a Sunday, whenever. Try Sunday, that's better. And say, darling, how can I support you this week? Where do you need more support? Whether it's around the house, in our relationship, where do you feel like I can support you? Now, don't take this personal, don't take this as a slant, as she's saying, you're not doing enough. It's just her using her voice to go, I really do feel I need help here. Essentially what you are doing is creating space for her to say, hey, I need you. By her opening up and sharing where she needs to be supported, essentially it's a nice way for her to say, hey, this is where I need you. And that's where intimacy really gets started, is when we can have very honest conversations with each other about where we need one another, where we want one another, and support is that perfect word that you can use to get the conversation going and get her needs met. Now, I have a sneaky suspicion that number 3 is gonna resonate with you, but you might be a little scared to do it. 3 is take the lead. Do you know how many times I talk to married women and they say, I wish my husband would just take me up to our bedroom and just me. You know what I'm saying. Now, let me just preface it. If she's had trauma around this or if that's a scary place for her, then find a more gentle approach. But for most women, I have heard many married women say to me, I wish he would just take me, pursue me, make love to me. Because let me tell you, if you get on Amazon's bestsellers, you're gonna see that romance novels are way up at the top. And none of these guys are going, you think possibly we could make love tonight? I mean, if it's okay with you. Hell no, those guys are not saying that. Those guys are taking lead and taking charge. And yes, it's a scary thing to do because you just might get rejected, but you're gonna be the man in her world, show up, take charge, and remind her that the bedroom is a place that's not only about you being fulfilled, but about her being fulfilled as well. And I can tell you, if women didn't want this, then romance novels would not be selling the way that they do. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and go to my website, aricaangelo.com. There's so many hot topics there that you don't want to miss out on. Until next time.